smoking on that bubble gum. 2 Dutch bitches, double Dutch. I'm the shit, bubble guts. Nigga, get your duffels up. Don't know if it's love or lust. Tell that hoe to suck it up. She got lips like rubber ducks.
Empire Mixtapes, real trap shit. Welcome back, YouTube. I'm Alexander. Today we're going to be going over Dedication 4, Lil Wayne's highly anticipated mixtape, his 4th in the Dedication trilogy. Let me give you just a little bit of background on the mixtape so you can understand fully what it's about. So first off, Dedication 4 was supposed to be released August 15th, and then it got pushed back, and then it got pushed back again, and then it got pushed back again, and I'm pretty sure it got pushed back again until September 3rd when it was finally able to be downloaded, which was on Labor Day. Green pen. Why do I always have a green pen? It's the same one. I love this green pen. But I'm gonna tell you honestly, I really wasn't that excited for this mixtape. Coming off of Sorry for the Wait, which I honestly didn't think was that good. Previously was No Ceilings, which I really enjoyed, and I don't think anybody really hated it. But depending on what you're comparing it to, if you're comparing this mixtape to Sorry for the Wait, I guess it's pretty much the same thing. I really wasn't that into it. If you're comparing it to No Ceilings was epic. And then if you go along with his actual studio albums, the Carter 3 was off the charts, and the Carter 4 wasn't that impressive either. So depending on what you compare this to, or depending on how you look at this mixtape, it's gonna change your perspective. My honest opinion about Lil Wayne is, if you're in high school, he's probably the dopest thing alive, but then once you get out of high school, you finally realize that he was just putting out a lot of stuff, and when you're in high school, when you hear new stuff, you want to be the first person to hear it, and then when your friend hears it, you think it's the dumbest song ever. But I mean, I can understand why high school kids really like it. When I was in high school is when he was at the top with No Ceilings and the Carter 3. But when I graduated, he came out with Sorry for the Wait and then the Carter 4. And when you put No Ceilings and the Carter 3 together as a bunch, that's his best work that I honestly think he's ever done. And then when you put the Carter 4 and Sorry for the Wait together, that's really just mediocre stuff. And I would say that Dedication 4 is right in the middle, whereas if you are a Lil Wayne fan, you're gonna like it. If you're an average Lil Wayne fan, you're gonna think it's average. And if you hate Lil Wayne, you're gonna hate it. Being as it got pushed back multiple times, it led to a lot of people to start hating on it before it even came out. So the reception for the mixtape before it even came out was very negative. But then when it did get released, people started changing their minds. Some websites are saying it's a resurgence of Lil Wayne. Some websites are saying that he's back to his old thing. But honestly, in my opinion, it was okay. Okay. It was mediocre. Before I even listened to the mixtape, I looked over what he was sampling as for the tracks, just to get an idea of what it would sound like. And there were some pretty popular songs that he did samples from. He did Good Music's Mercy, 2 Chainz and Drake's No Lie, Future's hit Same Damn Time. On the phone cooking dope at the same damn time. Fuck, too bad. I'm in Pluto. I'm in Mars. The same damn time. And he did one of my personal favorites of all time, and probably the best song you'll ever hear in your life, I Don't Like by Chief Keef. And then also with this mixtape. Hello? And the last track on this mixtape, which really isn't a track, it's pretty much Lil Wayne thanking everybody who contributed and pretty much shout out to all his haters. And he did it over Spooty Ooty Dopalicious by Outkast back from 1998 when that came out. And when I saw that, I got worried. Because Lil Wayne and Outkast, they don't really mesh. They're pretty much 2 different styles of rap and R&B and hip-hop, whatever you would want to call it. It's not R&B, I don't know why I said that. But Outkast and Lil Wayne are on 2 completely different levels. Outkast are legends, and Lil Wayne is a legend in the making, if you even want to say that. A lot of rap people are going to hate that I said that, but IDGNF! But I was really glad that he just talked over the sample. He really didn't rap on it or anything. He just gave a shout out to everybody who helped him out with the mixtape. So I was really happy that he didn't ruin the song. He did have 15 tracks on the mixtape, which is a decent amount, and they all are nicely produced, except for I Don't Like. I don't know what was going on with that. The sample of it wasn't of the original version by Chief Keef and Lil Reese. It was actually a reproduction of the Good Music remix that they did. I don't really understand what was going on. His voice was real low when the beat was real high, and it really didn't mesh together, and he really didn't spit that good of bars, so I mean, it wasn't really an overall good project that he did in that song. The production wasn't that good. I don't know what was going on with that. Everybody looking, I'm not wearing pants, I'm wearing undies. But with every Lil Wayne bad song, there is a good song, and one of his good songs that I really enjoyed on this was Green Ranger. Green Ranger features J. Cole, and the track samples J. Depp's special delivery from his 2001 album, Child of the Ghetto. So I thought that that was pretty cool that they're not doing all hot songs now, that they're doing some throwbacks for some actually pretty good music back in the day. And J. Cole absolutely killed it. He's one of my favorite rappers, and he's probably the most underrated rapper if you ask me. But Cole and Wayne actually have a good combination. I like the way that they flow together, and I like the the way they mesh. So look out for them to do a project in the future because they are good together. And there's a remix on here to My Homie Still with Young Jeezy, J Mills, and Gutta Gutta, which was actually pretty good. I thought it was an overall good track and it was an overall good remix. And a track that really stood out to me for Lil Wayne was No Line, which was a remix of No Lie, which was 2 Chainz and Drake's project. 2 Chainz! All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. And I really think that that's one of the best songs, and it's probably going to get the most radio plays out of this mixtape. 2 songs I really didn't like at all out of this, which was the remix to Mercy, which was Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj, and then the remix to Lil Mouse's Get Smoked. Mercy is one of my favorite songs, so if you're going to make a remix to it, I'm going to expect a lot out of it. And I don't know what Nicki Minaj was doing or what Lil Wayne was doing. I don't know how high they got before they did this song. I just dropped my pen. That's embarrassing. But one of the lyrics from Nicki Minaj was, "I'm a Republican, I'ma vote for Romney." I highly doubt that. And then Lil Wayne just rapped about whatever he wanted to. And this mixtape is very, very, very dirty. I wasn't expecting it to be like that. I know that if you go back to No Ceilings, Make It Wayne, that was a very, very, very woman derogatory song. And there's a lot of saying the P word in this and the B word. I didn't really hear much other words, but it's very, very gross, I would say. Gross is a good word. It's gross. I'm not a big fan of calling a girl the P word or explaining how I want to destroy your P word. And he talks about his P getting all touched up. I'm not a big fan of that. Maybe in high school I was a big fan of that. But now being mature, I ain't about that life. But yeah, Mercy just wasn't good. I did not like it at all. That's just me. And then Get Smoked by Lil Mouse. If you've never heard this song, I don't blame you. Lil Mouse is like 12 or 13 years old and he's from Chicago and pretty much talks about how these bitches are effing the bros. Now I know Lil Mouse is probably gonna be a rapper in the future, but if you're 12 or 13, stay in school, upgrade your vocabulary level. You shouldn't be rapping about trapping, you should be rapping about hot Cheetos and Takis, bro. Hot Cheetos and Takis. Hot Cheetos and Takis. Hot Cheetos and Takis. Lil Wayne doing that kind of promoted Lil Mouse to keep going with this. Honestly, Lil Mouse, you need to go to school. If it was a summer thing, that's great. But if it wasn't and you're trying to do this, you need to go back to middle school or 5th grade or however old you are so that you can upgrade your vocabulary level. So when you are 16 and able to drop out of school, we'll support you then. But now, go get your education, because if you don't get your education, you're gonna end up like me, and that's a no bueno. But yeah, to recap it, honestly, the mixtape was good. It wasn't great, it wasn't bad, it was okay if you ask me. Hopefully it's one of those things where you have to listen to it a couple times to fully appreciate it and like it. Kind of like Napoleon Dynamite. Tell me the first time you saw it, you didn't say, what the hell's going on? But after the 5th time, you're like, this is the greatest movie ever. So if I was gonna rate this mixtape from like a Aldi brand potato chip to a Whole Foods potato chip, I'm probably going to Walmart and buying the cheapest shit I can find in the biggest bag I can find so I can go home and watch movies and cuddle with my dog. But it is a free mixtape, so overall I can't really complain. I mean, it is free music, and who else loves free music? Raise your hand. I love free music, especially on my jet ski. Bitch! So let me know in the comments if you liked it, if you disliked it. Download link is in the description so that you can go download it and let me know. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel and then like this video, because if you don't like it, my nose is gonna bleed. And I don't want that to happen. Like it.
They say I'm old school, but I dropped out. Drop your body off at a cop's house. They throwing up them bricks, you better box out. My niggas got enough white to build Barack house.